Thomas's train. Thomas the tank engine was grumbling to the other engines. I only pull the coaches ready for you to take on journeys. Why can't I pull passenger trains too? The other engines laughed. You are too impatient, they said. You will probably leave something behind. Rubbish, said Thomas. I'll show you. One night Henry was ill. The men worked hard, but he wasn't any better in the morning. I might be able to pull Henry's train, thought Thomas to himself. Thomas rushed Henry's coaches to the platform. Come along, he fussed. Don't be impatient, said Thomas's driver. Thomas waited and waited. The people got in. The station master and a guard walked up and down. Still Henry didn't come. Thomas was getting more and more excited. What is the matter? Asked the fat controller. Then he heard about Henry. He said, We need another engine. Thomas, you will have to do it. Be quick now. Thomas ran round to the front and back down on the coaches, ready to go. Wait till everything is ready, said his driver. Don't be impatient. Thomas was too excited to listen. Perhaps his driver pulled the lever by mistake, or they forgot to couple him to the train. Anyway, Thomas started. Thomas passed the first signal box. The men raved and shouted, but Thomas didn't stop. I must look so splendid pulling this train, thought Thomas. Peep, peep, whistled Thomas to the men. Thank you for waving. He felt very important indeed. Pulling a train isn't as difficult as Henry says it is. Then he came to a signal set at danger. What a bother, he thought. I must stop, and I was going so nicely too. Signals really are such a nuisance. A signalman ran up. What are you doing here without any coaches? He asked. Thomas looked back. Oh, he said, we've left them behind. All the passengers were cross until they saw Thomas coming back, looking so sad. Then he was coupled to the train, and this time he really pulled it. But for a long time afterwards, the other engines laughed at Thomas, saying, There's Thomas, he wanted to pull a train, but forgot about the coaches. Spick and Span. The railway inspector was coming to Sodor. What's a railway inspectacles? Asked Emily. It's railway inspector, said James. He checks that the railway and engines are spick and span. He's giving a prize to the best turnout engine. That day, Thomas and Percy had to work in the quarry. They were covered in dust. We may be dirty, but we're really useful, puffed Thomas to Percy. And as soon as we have a wash, we'll look as grand as any engine, even Gordon. Back at the docks, Gordon, Emily and James were trying to find a sunny spot to show off how sparkling clean they were. But James bumped into a truck. The truck rolled into a lever, and cold poured out all over Gordon, Emily and James. Just then the railway inspector arrived. These engines are filthy, he said crossly. Meanwhile, Thomas and Percy had finally been scrubbed and polished. When they arrived at the docks, the railway inspector saw them and was delighted. You two are just what engines should look like, he said. The railway inspector gave Thomas and Percy a special badge. You were right, Thomas, puffed Percy. A really useful engine can look as grand as any engine.